Yeah.
What are we doing for drill tomorrow?
I have to look. I don't remember.
I won't just cancel it.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Because I got a discipline at 4, so I'm not.
Okay, that's a good idea. Because
It's on time.
hello, I'm here. I made it.
We got you. We'll be starting in a minute.
It won't let me turn my video on, just so you know. It says that's been disabled by the host. Did I lose? Oh, shoot. Did I lose you?
Now we're turning your audio or your video back on, maybe.
I'm supposed to start video?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I'll be sure to remind somebody that operates this equipment that they need to turn the mic on too.
Okay, are we ready?
Close that door.
Video.
Okay.
We see you.
The last minute Zoom notice, class went long today, so I didn't want to push the chance of late in person.
Give us just a minute, Tom. Maybe just pull out.
Like a brownie point suit or something.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be Saturday. Yeah. It's the worst suit. Well, for the next presentation here, the language.
The project.
I did print it to that. What is?
Julie got that on?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. We are holding up the meeting.
Holding it up.
This might. It's not.
So again,
Hi, good evening. Today is Monday, March 23rd, 2026. The Midville Fire District Board of Directors will now convene for our regular meeting at 5:31. So you would call the roll, please.
Yes. Director McGowan?
Yes.
Director Benetti?
yes.
Director Weidling?
Yes.
Director Omby?
Here.
And Director Fish.
Here.
Very good.
And staff present. Cassie Austin is here. All right, everybody would stand. I literally, to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Make note, this will probably be the only meeting that we get to hear him because he's right next to them.
All right, item 2 on today's agenda is approval of the agenda. Everybody got a chance to look it over? Anybody see any issues with the agenda as it is written? Entertaining motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Yes,
Okay.
under item 7B,
Yes.
resolution 2026-04 should be 03, I believe.
It should be 0.
It was good.
Zero.
Oh, was correct.
Yeah, she said on the.
Good enough. Those approved.
Good. All right, hearing no more discussion, take the roll, please.
Director McGowan?
Yes.
Director Benetti?
Yes.
Director Whiteley?
Yes.
Director Owenby?
Yes. Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, moving down, item 3, approval of the minutes. Everybody had a chance to read through the minutes from 3/9/2026?
I did. Make a motion to approve the minutes as written for March 9th, 2026 meeting. Second.
Okay. Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right, hearing none, take the roll, please.
Director McGowan?
Yes.
Director Benetti?
Yes.
Director Whiteley?
Yes.
Director Owenby?
Yes.
And Director Joe?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Perfect. All right, moving right along. Item 4, Secretary Treasurer reports. Turn that over to you, Director Whiteley.
Yeah, currently, we have $270,021.46, and that's after the purchase of the vehicle and current up to date on Cassie's administrative work and some extra components for Ford. Current bills outstanding is we have one for our legal counsel. All of you can check them, get in the mail. And there was the insurance on the vehicle. Has to be done.
So CIS and her legal.
Yeah.
And, okay, perfect. Anything else? Anything further?
That's it.
Do you want to touch on the LGIP or do you want me to touch on it real quick?
You can.
Okay. So LGIP update, all the information was sent to them. There was a mix-up and they were not reviewed. However, she is now on it and we'll get it done as quickly as possible and her account should be set up shortly. That is today's update from her. So
Her inside or
no,
her state?
stateside, yes. Any further discussion on the Secretary Treasurer report? Hearing none, we'll move down to item 5, public comments. Is there anybody in the public today that wishes to speak? Hearing none, we'll skip right through this item number 6, business. So 6A, district boundary update. So a deposition was created and signed by the board president. And the information was sent to the courts and starting the process on amending the original Exhibit A due to the findings of the original map being no, and Applegate has not returned after I sent the email stating the direction the board wished to go.
Do we anticipate any issues with them or?
Nothing at this time. Not sure how it goes. Like I said, it goes back to the judge for him to make a decision on allowing the amendment to Exhibit A based on the new findings.
Do you have any idea how long it's going to take?
She did not give me an update on
Cool. Thank you.
anything further on that. All right, move out of 6A and move into 6B, Mid-Road Fire District Budget Officer.
Yeah, I made a phone call this morning to finance. Ruth was in a meeting, so I left a message for her.
So once we are able to find the individual who will be our budget officer, then we can move forward with our budget process.
Yeah, and along that with the budget committee, Ken Consiglio was originally going to have surgery on that date, but it's been canceled. I told Cassie, so he's will be available.
Okay. And everything else is in line for that date. We still need to set up a location to put in? Was that, did we secure that date for the, yeah,
I don't know the count, but I can go look on the calendar.
Right.
So,
make sure that we secured that date.
what date was that again?
I believe it was April 16th.
April 15th?
16th, I believe. Double check here.
Yes, April 16th at 6 o'clock.
And was there anybody on the budget committee that needed Zoom access for that?
At this time.
I might. You might? Okay.
I stand corrected.
Oh, it has to be one.
Yep. Turn off the Zoom access. Okay. 6 p.m. Now, if we are unable to secure a budget officer, we will need to reschedule that. So, let's see how that goes. All right, any further discussion
The
on
budget officer is one of the members of the budget committee.
negative? It has to be a separate person from the budget committee. Yeah,
So we're trying to reach out to Ruth Nelson, see if she'll do
since she was the one that generated our original budget.
it. And she did offer to assist with
Yeah.
this time, I don't know what.
This go over.
Yeah.
So we'll see if she's able to. I know that she's working a lot with the county's budget at this time because it is budget season, so she may not want to, but there may be somebody in her office that could help us.
I was gonna try to, when I talk to her, tell her, I don't think ours is gonna be a big time and consuming process. It should be relatively straightforward and simple.
Yeah,
This year.
this year.
Yeah.
All right. Any more discussion on that? Hearing none, we'll move out of 6B and into 7B, new business. Start with item A, committee reports. Always starts off with staffing and training, so I'll turn it over to you, sir. If you have anything to report at this time during,
No, sir, nothing for this session. We'll discuss our process and moving forward in executive session after our meeting.
okay, sounds good. And moving into communications, we have no new updates on communications other than we're still searching for an internet provider that can host our website and get us our domain name or the .gov domain name set up. But the last presentation wasn't able to, as you know, they didn't offer all the things we need. So still trying to find somebody that can provide us with some IT direction.
That could include email, right?
Yes, it needs to. That's what the thing that they couldn't do was provide the email. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right, moving into policy.
So I do have one item draft that we're working on for the vehicle. We talked about, we didn't put it off rate, but I'll get it out for us to look at. Or I think it's sent to you.
You sent it to the, to Dropbox.
Yes, so it's sitting in the Dropbox, and basically, vehicle operation qualifications are, did you print it out? What nice. Wish I had an interesting meeting. So it's just an addendum to our board policy. This is not going to apply to the district down the road as far as employees or staff. It's going to apply to us as board members. Minimum qualifications if you want to operate a district vehicle is going to be a current Oregon driver's license and a 3-year driving record background check. I listed in there, the district will review the 3-year non-employment driving record to verify a history of safe driving. Authorization to drive may be denied or revoked if a record shows major traffic offenses or a pattern of unsafe behavior and increases liability risk for the district. And then we do have in there annual verification. Again, this policy is written for people that would like to operate the vehicle. It's not a mandatory, it's not something that we're gonna require every person. We don't require driver's license, I believe, to be on the fire board, so, it's gonna be an optional if you wanna operate. Along with that, I created a, use agreement. So once we get this in place and it reinstates the qualifications, and the terms of operational use will be for official district business only. And we will, if you elect to drive, you will sign this. It says, I will use district-owned vehicles exclusively for office district business. Personal use of any kind is strictly prohibited. Safety and compliance, I agree to operate vehicles in a safe, lawful, prudent manner, adhering to all Oregon Motor Vehicle Codes, district safety protocols, including mandatory seatbelt use for all occupants. I will not operate the district vehicle while under the influence of alcohol, illegal drugs, or medications that may impair my ability to drive safely, and I will immediately report any accidents, vehicle damage, or traffic citations received while operating a district vehicle to the fire chief or the president. And with that one, we'll probably end up putting the administrative director. I think that was it.
I have one comment on the one for the directors to operate the vehicle. Just from my board, put that in here that if there was an issue that the director would report that to the executive director. I don't believe that's appropriate. The board member doesn't need to report that to the executive director. It should be reported to the board president. Okay. I just don't think going back to that individual is probably.
Well, you're correct, because our policy does have elsewhere in our board policy, it does have, we would go through the president too. So we can change that.
That was the thing
So that's the draft. I'll get it out for I'll make that change. And then I'll get it out. Do I send you or Cassie for the appropriate?
So we'd have to create a board resolution to adopt so there's two pieces to it. We have to vote on and agree on the language of the policy amendment. Okay. And then we would have to vote on and agree with the resolution to adopt the policy amendment.
Okay, great.
So it's two-part.
Do you think there's anything we should do, like get hold of FDIS, make sure that we're going to be okay under insurance, that any of the board members operating are going to be covered, or is it something we need to?
So I believe when we went to add the position, or we haven't added the position, we just added the vehicle, but the board members are covered to drive the vehicle. It's when we add
Okay. So make those changes that Randy said and then forward it. What Cassie did.
No, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was just my thought.
No.
I didn't get that direction for it. And it does need to state executive director and not administrative director.
And the word chief needs to.
And yeah, chief needs to be removed. Thank you for that. Any more on policy?
That's all we're working with.
Moving into prevention, any new updates on the prevention?
Not just tonight.
If I could get from the prevention committee some things to put on the website for fire prevention. Season.
That's for Tom, but I couldn't catch the last name.
Okay.
Is that, somebody on his end? It's like, where's that? But if we could get something to put in there, some education, and some links for the citizens to follow for different things, whether it be emergency management or other things like that.
Fire season's coming up and definitely put the link in for education.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, so the links to what was being used, not Everbridge, it was the other. Well,
Yeah, I just got some.
yeah, so anyways, if those, yeah, well,
Bunch of these not evacuation, there's another.
yeah,
They can watch if the fire comes out in the area.
Correct, but if they don't know which, the number they're in,
yeah,
so we need to refer them to that map so they can see, oh, I did this.
yeah.
I also uploaded a 4-page defensible space document that the state has.
Oh, good.
So that was something when we have the meeting is, it would seem to me appropriate for you to get the sites so that there's changes that automatically are, so rather we post it on. But I just put that in there as a reminder that we haven't had to use it the other day. Somebody, so this is something we should be putting out there.
Yeah, yeah, so,
We do have the prevention committee folder in Dropbox.
Yeah, so I didn't put it in there, it's in mine, I can move it, but I
I think it's like for that kind of stuff, and when you work on the website, you can grab
yeah, makes it a
put
little
it in
easier.
there.
All right, anything more on prevention? All right, moving into the vehicle acquisition, actually it's technically vehicle and equipment acquisition team.
So we purchased the vehicle, and we got that last meeting. The auto stop eliminator and the Z-Flash module have been installed.
Okay.
Both work wonderful. You know, that hit the button every time you start it to keep it from shutting off. I went down to get a quote on the graphics and the guy was closed. I called him, left a message, I haven't heard back, so I guess I'm gonna call him again and see what's going on with that. I'm working on the vehicle license. I'm gonna go down to DMV this week and see if we can get the plate switched over. Kathy said she had the title, so should make that easier. Is that in our name now, or is it still under the other name? We're gonna have to try to sign the questions.
Probably going to send it off.
Well, we didn't pay the fees to have it.
No, the title transfer and then license and type, but the
I can do that at the same time.
yeah.
It seems just signed off.
Okay. I can take a look at the DMV and other than just that, a couple minor little fixes here and there on it. Should be ready to go as soon as we can get the graphics on it.
And then what a video eventually.
Yeah, be down the road, yeah, this time you don't need radio.
That's a fun place to put it in a glass roof, cover the entire roof of the thing is glass. Got the
Yeah.
double slide back glass windows on it.
Not sure where the antenna's gonna be able to go.
Like you're probably a small spot there.
Anything further on? That? All right. So move out of committee reports and move into item 7B. This is a board resolution number 2026-004 in the matter of authorizing Chief Steve Nelson to act on behalf of the Mid-Road Fire District in the event of conflagration. I will read this for the public. Mid-Road Fire District Board of Directors Resolution 2026-04, a resolution of the Board of Directors of the Mid-Road Fire District. Whereas the Mid-Road Fire District is a political subdivision of the state of Oregon, governed by a duly elected Board of Directors, and whereas the Board of Directors is authorized under Oregon law and district policy to establish direction, approve actions, and adopt official policies, contracts, and financial decisions, and whereas it is in the best interest of the district and the residents it serves to formally document the board's actions. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Directors of the Mid-Road Fire District hereby authorizes Chief Steve Nelson to act on behalf of the district for purpose of managing conflagrations. Be it further resolved that the resolution shall take effect on March 9th, 2026, and remain in effect until amended or rescinded by the Board of Directors. That's been adopted on this day if we so choose. All right, so with that, I would entertain a motion to approve resolution number 2026-004.
Motion approved 2026-004.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, you take the roll, please.
Drongo,
We did,
Yes.
Jeff
Director Benetti,
Yes.
Director Whiteling.
Yes.
Director Omby,
Yes.
and Director Jones.
Yes.
Motion carried 5-0.
Okay. All right, moving out of new business and moving down to item number 8. This is executive session. So 192.660, section 2, paragraph A, to consider employment of a public officer, employee, staff member, or individual agent. Today is Monday, March 23rd, 2026. The time is now 5:54, and the Mid-Road Fire District Board of Directors will meet in executive session for the following agenda items. Employment matters, whereas 92.600A. Accredited representatives of the news media and designated staff shall be allowed to attend the executive session. All other members of the audience are asked to leave the room. Accredited representatives of the news media are specifically directed not to report on or otherwise disclose any of the deliberations or anything said about these subjects during an executive session, except to state that the general subject of the session as previously announced. No decision may be made in executive session. At the end of executive session, we will return to open session and welcome the audience back into the room. Accredited representatives from the news media, please identify. The recorder and all recording devices, including cell phones, will now be turned off at, looks like